Live
We are.
for episode 4 of
What are we
the
doing?
3HAWT1 podcast. Well,
Who
how?
us is the hot one?
3HAWT1. We're 3HAWT1s.
Discharge.
That's
Mhm.
factually correct.
Oh yeah,
And not a lie.
and not an anagram. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Bananagrams?
Bananagrams. That's it. Yeah, it's not a bananagram. So how was everyone's?
Because it didn't come from
Hold
a
on,
banana.
Let me check audio real quick. Everybody shut up.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like the best way to check audio.
Everyone be quiet so we can hear.
You were absolutely correct. There's less of a delay than I thought.
Nice. Well, that's good. So the quiz shouldn't be too delayed.
I think I'm quiet. RJ talk.
La 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 la.
No, RJ's pretty good, I think.
So it's
Big
just you. I could
ol'-
boost your Discord.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you are on 74. I'll boost you back to 100.
What the hell?
Loser.
You
Take
hate
that,
me.
Ryobi.
All right. So, how was everyone's weeks?
I made brownies yesterday.
Noise.
2 days. No, it was yesterday or 2 days ago, and they came out bad. I made them from a
Good.
box too, so I don't even know what I did wrong because there's only like 3 steps and
Did
3
you check
ingredients.
the date on the box?
No.
November
how many?
2004.
How quickly expired could brownie mix be?
I don't know.
Especially
I don't know how long
know.
you've had the brownie mix.
I
Yeah.
literally bought it.
I
I
know
bought it
for
from the store
sure.
that day.
Oh, well
Okay,
then, yeah.
then it was still good.
Yeah.
And
I know
don't
for
think
sure I know for sure I've had some sort of mix like in my cupboard for like 3 years.
Yeah, maybe toss that.
Yeah, I'd toss that. It was basically my first week off cannabis since being a daily user for pretty much years. So withdrawals were kind of not fun, but
Have you started float?
float. No, if
Like
anything,
Chris Angel?
no. not-
Concentrate?
oh, like it's a limitless pill or some shit?
You haven't ascended?
No,
Yeah.
not quite.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
he hasn't stopped masmasturbating.
Oh, that'll get you.
That's what does it.
That'll keep you grounded for sure.
Are straight edge people not allowed to masturbate? Is that part of the? That does
Yeah, it's
release
the
like
whole-
serotonin or some shit, right?
if you want the
Dopamine.
if you want the fucking levitating powers, you
Want
have
the
to stop
powers, yeah.
masturbating.
It's like Scott
Damn.
Pilgrim vegan rules.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That
There's a
actually
count on
makes a
everything.
lot of sense. Yeah, but I'm not gonna quit that because it's like, I mean, I'm so good at pleasuring. Like, I'm not gonna not use it on myself. That's like Spider-Man not using his superpowers to get to work faster. Doesn't make any sense.
I feel like,
I don't think he
it
does.
makes sense.
I don't think he does go to work.
Otherwise,
like that.
otherwise people
Well-
would know he's Spider-Man.
Well, he's an idiot. Way to not take advantage. You never heard of changing in a porta potty, Spider-Man?
I mean, he might just like
Maybe if he's late
Yeah.
Spider-Man like zip around and then like
and
I mean,
change, he
you
just
definitely did that in the Spider-Man video game. You definitely showed up to work by web slinging across the city.
Yeah.
We definitely did that in the Spider-Man video game.
yeah,
And
but in
he-
the video
and he at
game you
least
can pause
used
and
his-
change clothes.
He at least used his Spider-Man powers to get ahead at work.
He goes to like
With the
he goes to like
photos.
the roof and then changes clothes and then enters through the roof.
That makes sense. And he also used it to get ahead in like the 2000 Spider-Man when he like took pictures of Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
That must be like one of the greatest scams of that. He's like he gets money to take pictures of himself.
Yeah.
Spider-Man like the first like
Isn't
premium
that
Snapchat.
yeah, I was gonna say, isn't
Basically.
that basically just what an Instagram model is?
Yeah. Yeah, Instagram model.
I'm sorry, I have
kind
to
of-
bring it up because I'm so distracted by it.
Mhm.
George's mustache smoothing
Oh,
He thinks he's
yeah.
Obi-Wan because he
for
saw
whatever
Obi-Wan.
he's doing.
It just gets in my lips
He's
and it gets
cosplaying.
annoying. I hate it.
I mean that makes sense.
That's the classic Obi-Wan move.
It's just like the only time I've ever seen anyone do it, and especially you.
I did it all last episode. I'm surprised you didn't notice.
Did you? I just wasn't
Mhm.
watching then.
Yeah, you fool.
I think I was always paying attention to like some kind of like screen thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
after my wedding, my April's making me have the beard for the wedding, but after my wedding, I'm gonna go stash, and then I'm gonna like curl the ends like this. You can't really see it.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's gonna be a wild fucking look.
Are you gonna be
I
a
I don't think
Wild West
you could.
villain? You gonna tie
No,
somebody to a
no,
railroad track?
he's gonna be a Victorian gentleman.
yeah.
No.
I'll be one of those old timey strongmen or boxers. Oh,
Gotta
but
make your own dumbbell out of like milk cartons or something
yeah.
attached to PVC.
Speaking
He's gonna buy a penny farthing too.
speaking of Obi-Wan,
Those are terrifying, honestly. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Whoever looked at that thing and was like, "Yes,
That's safe.
I shall ride."
Yeah. Wait, you guys are talking about the bike with the giant wheel and the small wheel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't look practical or safe.
I don't know how you get up or off
How do
that
you even
thing.
get on it?
I remember in-
Jumping, you get on, and falling, you
Yeah.
get off. It's easy.
I just remember this animation in Family Guy of a guy like
ladder.
jumping, like doing a
I
triple
think there was a
backflip.
ladder.
I think
I
you
agree.
used like a ladder or like
No, triple backflip.
or maybe people rode them because you had to have servants to be able to ride them.
Yeah,
There's just no other way to do it.
yeah. Well, besides a triple backflip.
Yeah, besides a triple backflip.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Super Mario
So
64 triple jump.
you rode one to brag. You either rode one to brag that you had so much money that you had servants, or you rode one to show off the fact that you could do a triple backflip.
Yeah, and there was no in between.
Yeah.
wanted to know what
There's
it was like
also
to be
no
tall.
way to tell who was who.
Yeah, and there was no overlap either. Like none of the rich boys could do a triple backflip.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of Obi-Wan, what did everyone think of the new Obi-Wan series? I'm not gonna go first. That way, I'm not an idiot.
I don't get it.
I think.
Are you afraid?
Yeah,
It was.
I'm a
I
scaredy
mean,
cat.
obviously, it was gonna be hard to do
Yeah,
to thread the needle between
All the established content so far?
all the established content, especially the prequel and the original trilogy, and
Mhm.
I think they did a really bad job of it. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about new Obi-Wan, the Obi-Wan series, not new Obi-Wan. Fully like half the show is all about the Inquisitors.
Mhm.
And I think the Inquisitors, the Inquisitors are the absolute dumbest thing ever introduced to Star Wars. I despise them.
Why?
It's just like, it's just more of that. Well, I mean, for one, in the original, like when they originally showed up, their stupid spinning lightsabers allowed them to fly like a fucking helicopter, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Yeah, they didn't have that in Obi-Wan though.
No, because
Yeah.
it was beyond
Yeah,
dumb.
that does sound really dumb. I just have never heard of that.
And it showed up. It showed up in Rebels, which people have strong opinions on. But Rebels is a kids show, so
Yeah.
I
also
never
think-
saw that.
I also think it just really leans into my least favorite part of Star Wars, which is the whole Jedi and Sith thing.
Isn't that almost all of Star Wars?
It's almost all of the new but like a lot of the old like the original trilogy, like Jedi or Sith was like a cool power you could have, but the main struggle was between the authoritarian empire and the rebels. It wasn't inherently about like the war between the Jedi and the Sith. It's just like,
Well, I
one
thought.
of our heroes was a rebel whose superpower was that they were a Jedi.
Well, like
And all the really big bads were like evil Jedi.
well, I
but,
mean, to be
like-
fair, the world that the original trilogy set up was that, you know, there used to be a bunch of Jedis and they got mostly wiped out. So I think like it kind of inherently has to play into that if you're going into the pre-Empire or like the even the beginnings of the Empire. Like it makes sense that they're rounding up this straggler Jedi after, I mean, they just
I
basically annihilated the the core of them.
I totally agree, but like with the way the original trilogy like talks about like the Force and Jedi, it just doesn't make sense that there's like basically Sith just running around like cutting people's hands off and like yelling about Jedi all the time.
I don't know if that's all the time or if that's just in the story
Let
we're
me
watching.
let me let me
But yeah,
chime
go
in
ahead.
here. I think I'm gonna try to see. I think I'm gonna try to reword what Arju's getting at. So
Mhm.
the way the original trilogy set it up, in that those movies, being a Jedi or like being a Sith was something special. And are you saying
Yeah.
having that many people with red lightsabers running around, kind of? I mean, in comparison to Vader, they're all kind of fuck ups, and it makes that less. That makes them less special because there's so many of them.
Hmm.
I mean, so many.
I
There's
also
like
think the
what?
Jedi the
Is that what you're
Jedi
getting at?
Sith
I,
the
I,
Jedi Sith conflict also stinks because I I hate just like they're the good guys, they're the bad guys, like just like pure evil, pure good conflict,
Wait, the end
generally
of that
speaking.
completely contradicts that. The whole point was that she was turning to the dark side and then fought it off at the end. It wasn't black and white. It was gray.
Not really. I mean that like sure, if you consider Gray choosing not to kill an innocent child, but like
She did kill a lot of people before that.
she was chopping hands off left and right, like killing people willy-nilly. She was absolutely ready to like murder children and absolutely has done in the past. I don't know. Just the way the Jedi Sith thing is portrayed is it it encourages the bad guys or whatever to be like cartoonishly villainous and
Bad for the sake of being
I
bad,
mean, I mean
to
the
demonstrate that
yeah,
they
empire,
are
like
in
the
fact the
empire.
villains of the story.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just falling on deaf ears. But the empire in the original trilogy was pretty just cartoonishly evil. They were blowing up planets.
Yeah, they did blow up planets.
Like,
they did blow up planets, but they didn't blow up planets like like
yeah,
they were it was a war. Like
No, they blew up
it's not
Alderaan
like
as a test.
yeah.
yeah, no, they blew up Alderaan as a test to fuck with Leia because she's part of the rebels.
I don't know.
Like
It feels like the problem I feel
like
like a lot of
It was still an Imperial world,
Star
though.
Wars fans have, which is just like
yeah, absolutely.
rose colored goggles, where it's like the original trilogy like is viewed with a lot less harsh of a I don't know. There's a lot more scrutiny put on the newer stuff just because it isn't the original trilogy. And
Maybe, but I think Mando was the at least the first season of Mando was just as good as maybe not Empire Strikes Back, but just as good as A New Hope or Return of the Jedi.
um, like I like Mandalorian, but I don't think it's like I don't know. Like Mandalorian, I've been watching them like pretty close together. Mandalorian
Mhm.
didn't strike me as like being a whole hell of a lot better than than Obi-Wan. Definitely better, and like I think it's definitely
Mhm.
more thought out and has just being longer, it has a lot more things that you want to see, like character development, more thought out plot and things like that. But I think that a lot of that does come from it being a limited series as well. But like
Mhm.
I didn't get the vibe of like there being a just Jedi's running all over the place. I mean, there was like 4 Inquisitors and then Obi-Wan, and then there's like
Or it's not like Jedi were running all over the place. It's just like they were a common like everyone knew who Jedi were. The whole Rebel organization was built around help, like protecting Jedi. Every single person, like
I don't see why that wouldn't happen logically. Like if the entire organized religion of Jedi got wiped out
Because-
and they were the defenders of good, like I don't understand why there wouldn't be a hunt for them and people trying to protect them.
because by like the time of the original trilogy, it's like mythical.
Exactly.
Nobody
Nobody
knows that they like.
But my point is, they made it mythical, but with their like by wiping out the history of the Jedi. It was artificially
They don't
made.
Wipe out wiping out the hit. You can't wipe out the history of the Jedi with Dark Jedi. It doesn't work. Like
I like, in my view, the Sith aren't just dark Jedi. Like the ability to use the ability to use the Force alone doesn't make you a Jedi. It's like a religious organization,
but the
and
ability
teachings.
to use the Force alone was the mythic part. Was the part that people straight up like, that's hocus pocus bullshit, even though they're like 30 and they should remember the fucking Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess.
But like I don't know. There's also some inconsistency with like the whole Leia. Like, why is it that Leia doesn't give a flying fuck when Obi-Wan dies in A New Hope if she spent at least a couple of days with him where he was her sole protector in
To be fair,
sole
when she's
protector
like,
and guardian against.
to be fair, when she's like 8 or 9 or 11, like
She was 10.
yeah, 10. Like
I
don't remember.
That's old enough to have strong.
I barely
memories.
have any memories from when I'm 10. So
Yeah, but you weren't being hunted and like kidnapped.
sure, but like one of the responses to PTSD is memory loss. So like if anything, like that, a traumatic event can make you like suppress those memories.
I guess, but he shows back up later at Alderaan.
Sure. But again, she's still 10.
Mm-hmm. And again, 10 really isn't that young.
I mean, it's less than half the age until your brain's fully developed.
I mean, sure, but it's not like I easily have memories going back to when I was 10. Easy peasy.
And a lot of those adolescent memories, there have been studies that I've read, and I'm not a memory expert, I don't claim to be, but I have read that a lot of those memories are like, a lot of your memories are artificial and are made like say you have a memory from when you're 10, like that memory can be built of you being told that story of what happened to you when you were 10, you know, through like your being 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, etc.
Yeah.
And then you formulate the memory artificially as well. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I didn't love. I'm not trying to like fully defend Obi-Wan. I wasn't like I'm not gonna watch it again or anything. I thought it was mid. I thought there were definitely some moments that I thought were very cool. Like especially the Obi-Wan fight against Vader.
For sure.
Where the mask
Vader
like gets sliced too. Oof.
Here's Disney kind of like is off and on with a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, do they do Vader justice?
Yeah.
Like
he was so badass.
I kind of wish, and this isn't just a problem with Disney because Lucas did the same thing at the end of Revenge of the Sith. I kind of wish he wasn't so super evil where he just like kills like random people for no reason.
Yeah.
Like it was like it's one of my main complaints with Revenge of the Sith that Anakin goes from like a kind of annoying good guy to or like goodish guy to killing kids in like less than a day.
Yeah. I agree.
But holy shit, is Vader such a fucking badass every time he's shown in a Disney movie, and they absolutely clean up.
Yeah.
Disney also, Disney's like camera work is top notch.
Yeah.
Is absolutely top notch. Ewan McGregor fucking killed it.
Yeah, I love him as Obi-Wan. It just felt
I love him as Obi-Wan. He would like if it wasn't Ewan McGregor, the show wouldn't even like the show.
Yeah,
like,
it would have gone from like a 7 to like a 5.
The show's like a 4 or 5 for me. It would have been like a 1 without Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like a 7 and like a 5 without Ewan.
Yeah,
maybe a 4. Ewan was a lot of it. He was really pulling his weight.
It depends on how good the replacement was, but like no one could have done an equivalent job.
Yeah, no way. Ewan's the best. Anything else we want to add before moving on to Ryobi's segment?
I mean, I liked it, but I don't. I
You
guess I
liked
don't
it?
feel. I don't feel as
Pathetic.
strong.
You're an idiot.
I don't think I like it as much as you hate it.
It's not even so much that I like. It's not even so much that I hate it. I did dislike it. God, I just remembered all the like really dumbass decisions people made. But like
the thing that bothered me was like when Darth Vader like takes the ship out of the air, the decoy ship, and then rips it apart, and then the other one just goes up behind it. Why doesn't he just grab that one too?
Yeah, that one. You know what? I've seen people
was...
making fun of that. I've seen people making fun of that online, and
there was not a second ship behind
But you know
it,
what's
right?
even more stupid?
What?
Him and all of his stormtroopers just let people take Obi-Wan away when all that's between them is like a short
oh yeah,
a
that
short
part.
like barrier of fire that Darth Vader just put out 10 seconds ago.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
he put
silly.
it out 10 seconds ago. The stormtroopers all have guns.
Yeah.
Like there's no fucking reason. There's no reason
They just
that
couldn't-
Obi-Wan should have survived that.
Yeah, they just couldn't figure out a way to write him out of there, so they were just like, that same wall of fire, this time stops Vader.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe
But
he
yeah.
doesn't
There's
like
also-
fire.
Yeah.
Well, he can put it out.
He's like the
he just
Hound.
put it out like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Entirely just by like slamming Obi-Wan. So he had 13 stormtroopers at least that could have all just laid automatic fire down and covered the whole area in blaster fire.
Well, to be fair, they can't aim, and we've known that for a while, so what's the point? Okay, anyway, final ratings before we move on.
Yeah.
Final
Final
ratings.
opinions. 4 out of 10.
I thought it was fun. I think my main take is that
Maybe
Kinda
5
opposite
out of 10.
kind of opposite to RJ, and that they had an incredibly narrow needle to thread. And I think all things considered, of how much they had to work around, I think they did fine. I think they did fine.
Yeah.
It's
a lot to ask.
I don't think
when you said they completely missed.
I don't think
like,
they
okay.
actually did. I don't think they did that bad considering the needle they had to thread, because I think that was a lot of people's
they weren't the ones that
issues
introduced him.
with-
I
I think that was a lot of people's
Shut up, it's my
issues with
turn.
the prequels.
Shut up.
Is
Shut
that
up.
the prequels did not give a sensible space for it to go from the prequel universe to the trilogy universe.
Yeah, it's really problems that have been established since the prequels, and if they're making something in between the prequels and the originals, they, those problems are going to be there, kind of. I mean, some of them they did themselves.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting
Especially
at.
when you're using.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you.
It's going to be really hard.
Everything that came before it, they have to work around. So with the amount of stuff they had that was you can't lay the whole Inquisitor nonsense on Obi-Wan when they weren't the ones that introduced Inquisitors.
Yeah.
That's not their fault.
Didn't Disney introduce Inquisitors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Rebels.
In
And I think
Rebels.
some of the
Yeah.
games, but the games aren't canon. Pretty much Rebels.
Yeah.
Also, I think
But like you
they
can't.
could
That's
have just
not
had the
Obi-Wan's fault.
Inquisitors. That's true.
Well,
I
mean,
think
if the Inquisitor's job is to hunt down Jedi, and the things about them hunting down
I think the
Jedi.
show would have been better if instead of the Inquisitors, they just had like spec ops guys or like the Crimson Guard or whatever the fucking guys in red robes are called.
My favorite fight in the Disney trilogy is when Kylo Ren and Rey fight those guard people with the red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and like the throne room.
I've seen people.
That's pretty cool.
I've seen people make fun of it because of like, oh, look at all the things. Like, if you slow down, like, look at all the things that, like, they have to hamper the bad guys to let them win.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's a fucking choreograph. It's a fucking choreographed
It's a
thing
movie.
where like they do that. That happens in every movie. That happens every time there's a really good. Every time there's a really good choreographed scene with like really good fights. If you look at it and critique it, anyone could have ended the fight in 2 seconds. That's how deadly fights actually go.
Yeah.
So, like, of course.
Everyone would just use guns, and it's whoever draws first wins.
Yeah.
And that's boring to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, like, people make like boneheaded decisions, or like some guy who is wielding 2 weapons is now only wielding 1. But the thing is, it looks good. That's all it has to do is look good. And it looked fucking awesome.
Looked fire. Anyway, final ratings, full cap. We're getting close to half an hour. Final ratings. RJ said 5 or 4. I say 7. Ryobi.
Honestly, in order to rate it, I have to kind of compare it to like the other kind of like series. I think I enjoyed it.
I don't think that would
as much as Mandalorian. Mandalorian season 2 is probably a little worse than Mandalorian season 1. I thought it was probably 7 or 8.
Fair enough.
Maybe Mandalorian's like a 9.
Yeah, I'd put Mandalorian at like an 8 instead of 7. So far, I haven't finished Mandalorian. I'm on like season 2.
I know. I really liked man. I mean,
I think you just hate Jedi.
I'm a sucker.
Yeah, you just hate Jedi.
I do hate Jedi. I do hate Jedi. That's a full no cap. I hate Jedi. They suck.
Jedi are
but
way
I'm
cooler
also
than
a huge
Mando.
huge sucker for space western, and Mando scratches that fucking itch.
Yeah, it's a nice.
You heard it here first. RJ
thing.
doesn't actually like Star Wars.
Yeah, Ryobi, what's your segment?
I guess I'm going first, eh?
I guess. I mean, I could go first.
No, that's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
So I've decided on a slightly easier language topic this time, and we're going to explore the English language, particularly
Boo.
slang words.
Boo.
Oh, boo English? You hate it as much as French? Okay, we can do French.
No, let's do
Nope,
Spanish.
made this
No,
decision.
please no. Please no.
Yo hablo
Let's do
español.
fromage.
Yo hablo español.
No, I don't hablo español.
He said I speak
Je ne
Spanish.
parle pas.
don't know what that
Objectively
means.
speaking, English
I don't
sucks.
speak, yeah.
Subjectively speaking, English is the language I speak, and therefore the language of the gods.
Therefore, it sucks.
I'd say
Also.
objectively it's good because it's like the globalism language or whatever. It's like
I think that's
Yeah,
honestly
the closest. It's the
if you're-
closest to a truly global language.
if you're going to speak one, we're damn lucky it's English.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but
I'll take it.
I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you have a point?
No,
No,
I'm just like, why is English so much better to speak than other languages?
It's not. People we just don't. It's just a lot of people. It's really it's probably
it's just-
America, honestly.
Yeah, it's just the superpowers. It's political.
You're
I don't
just
want to get
glad.
political.
You're just glad that the global language is the one that you grew up learning.
Yeah, it's our native.
Well, yeah, no, it's we're
It's
we're
your
lucky.
first
We're lucky that
language.
we're natives of we're lucky. Actually, it's
Yeah,
more like we're
okay.
lucky how widespread it is.
Yeah.
Not so much that it didn't have to be.
I
English,
thought you
but
were
it is.
saying. I thought
Yeah.
you were saying we were lucky that we spoke English. I'm like, why though?
No, we're lucky that English is so widespread.
Uh-huh.
I think it has to do with a lot. America makes a lot of media and a lot of business because it becomes like a business language.
But I kind of was saying
We're
the
also
opposite,
the
but for
global
the same reason.
superpower.
I kind of was saying the opposite, but for the same reason. I am glad we speak English, but only because it's the closest to a global language.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like content that exists on the internet, I think English probably wins.
Yeah, if you know English and Spanish, you can read like 60% of content
Everything
on the
internet.
web. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, maybe. I mean,
no,
there's,
that's
No,
like,
no,
there's,
no,
like,
no, no,
there's
no,
a
no,
huge
no, no,
portion
no,
of the
broad
web
estimate,
that
but
is
it's
that
not
is just
untrue.
like Chinese web.
No,
I know, but a lot of that
was like from an organization that did an estimate. Their estimate was 60%. So it's not. I wasn't just
Oh,
like
really?
pull it. Yeah,
That's
there's
awesome.
RJ, there's a lot of shit, and even though China is huge, they don't. Just because stuff exists doesn't mean it exists.
Also, they have censorship.
Accessibility on the internet.
Yeah. Also, they have a lot of
That's
censorship
true.
on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to find Chinese
I just know that like
translations
if you look at like the like a list of like the world's like most successful most visited websites or something like that, there's a bunch of websites on there that are like just like Chinese name, and it's just like the Chinese version of Facebook, and it's like it's in the top 10 and it's just available in China.
Yeah, but that's by visitors, which isn't what they were estimating. They were taking the total number of web pages and then dividing them up by language.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter how many individuals click on that website; it still only counts as one website.
And if something exists and no one's made a translation of it into anything besides Chinese, then it will only count towards Chinese. But like a lot more stuff gets translated into English and other languages.
Yeah. So,
all right,
Slang boy.
We're talking about English though.
Yes.
So yeah, we just a couple slang terms, and then you might be familiar with them, you might not, but we're gonna at least talk about them and see how we've seen them used. And if you think you know how it came to be or the origin of it, give it a guess or enlighten us.
I feel like George is going to be the one who actually teaches us all of this.
So I think we've talked about this one before. And
every slang I've ever heard, I've heard it from George first.
Well, I just hear him in rap songs, so
yeah, George is Will first. But that's just because he knows, like, he may know what they mean, but he doesn't know how it got started necessarily. And I don't either. So we're gonna learn together. So actually, RJ, you used this one like 3 minutes ago. So we're gonna start with no cap.
No cap.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean? What does that mean, RJ?
George actually explained this to me. It's about teeth, I think, right? Like where if you have like it's like no cap comes from like I have a gold tooth. It's not like a gold cap. It's actual gold or something like that.
I vaguely
I remember
that
hearing that. I remember hearing that somewhere.
I thought you told me that.
Maybe. I must have read it on the internet somewhere.
Yeah. Is that true, Ryobi? Did you get it right?
Is that true?
I thought you were going to talk about how do people use it now?
Oh, it means like I'm not
lying.
Yeah, I'm not lying if you say no cap. Capping is lying. No cap is not lying. Specifically.
No lie.
Yeah, no lie.
For real. Okay. Yeah. I don't see anything about teeth on here.
Loser.
So it seems to come back to like actual like in the 1940s, according to Green's Dictionary of Slang, to cap is evidenced as slang meaning to surpass.
Well, no, that doesn't.
These terms appear to be rooted in the sense of cap as a top or upper limit. So no cap is like
not surpassing.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Not limited. No lie.
No joke. Yeah. But that doesn't make sense with the current lingo, right?
No. If anything, lies are not limited, and truths are limited by the truth. I'm confused.
I think it makes sense to me.
RJ's made more sense to me.
I don't know where you got teeth. I don't know where you got teeth from.
It makes sense
because
like
what?
The internet. The internet told me. The internet tells me everything.
You could have a fully gold fake tooth, or you could just have like a cap that's gold plated that you put over your actual tooth. I think is what he was saying.
Do you think of that over you before thinking of hats?
Well,
I did. I would.
it's not really
had
what
always
we think
assumed
of
it had
it. It's
something to do
where
with hats.
it does.
But
Like,
But your
Go
thing
ahead.
doesn't support the current the popular usage.
Yeah, it was like
I mean,
not.
it was popularized in 2017 when Young Thug and Future released the track "No Cap."
Yeah, I think it's more likely that, like, I don't think Young Thug would have known the thing. I'm not no shade on
Falling
Young
back to the
Thug.
slang
I
caps
don't
root,
think
falling back to the slang caps roots, no cap can also more generally mean no limit, with cap here being a maximum on referring to prices or money.
Interesting.
Yeah, but people say they're not capping.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it's just evolved
I'm
beyond
not
that.
limiting.
And it means I'm not lying, but it's because this phrase evolved from no lie, no cap. I'm not capping. They just substitute that for lie. That's just how it's evolved.
I guess. George is looking it up now too.
Yeah, I'm
I can
You're probably
tell
going to
by
end
his
up on the same.
webcam.
You're going to end up on the same page I am, probably.
Here. The use of the phrase no cap is meant to convey authenticity and truth. The phrase originated in reference to decorative gold teeth, which can be divided into two distinct varieties: permanent gold teeth, aka perms, or caps, aka pullouts. Whereas caps can be pulled out with ease, perms, as their name suggests, are permanent. They cannot be taken out for a job interview or a court date. They are an honest, lasting expression of the owner's realness. Hence, no cap.
And what's that dated, George?
That's dated 2020.
Okay, mine is earlier than that, so it probably could have also just been another evolution.
I'm not saying that yours isn't true. I'm just saying the modern
I'm saying no.
version.
I'm saying no. I agree. Your logic makes sense. I'm just saying I don't.
Like, I think it's more likely to be relevant than a saying a saying from the 40s that people don't use anymore.
I mean, I'm still saying it's like no capacity, no limit.
Mm-hmm. I've never read or heard a sentence where people use no cap where
it means
no capacity or no limit.
Yeah, I always hear it as meaning the truth.
Would not be.
Because it's already evolved
would not be
beyond
a
that. This was like 5 years ago, RJ.
When was it used as no limit?
2017, I told you.
It was used as no limit in 2017?
No Cap was popularized in 2017 when Atlanta-based rappers Young Thug and Future released the track No Cap. They boast about all the wealth and swag they've acquired.
Yeah, but you can say you're not lying about the wealth you're acquired. What are the exact lyrics?
I don't know. I'm just reading an article, George. I don't know any songs by Young Thug or Future. And George, can I
George, you probably
can I jump in here? Do you want to run this segment?
No.
Do you want to Google things, or do you want me to run the segment? Because you can run the segment.
I like Googling things.
Yeah, I like Googling things.
This is exactly what happened. This is exactly what happened last time. And that you're like, oh, well, hold on, I read something, and then you jump in.
I googled.
Oh my god, I'm tilted. Can we just move on to the next word?
Okay.
Yes.
Don't, George. Whatever you're gonna say, don't.
Yeah, even the lyrics.
You can save it for your slang segment.
Okay, but what's the point?
I don't care.
What's the point in talking about slang if we're not allowed to talk about the slang you bring up?
We just did for the past like 5 minutes, and then I was told I'm wrong. What I'm literally just reading to you what I found.
Then you got tilted and wanted to move on.
Sounds familiar. All right. Anyway.
Can somebody not handle the heat?
Yeah, right.
So anyway,
for all of our
another one.
The viewers that aren't watching,
speaking of heat. Speaking of heat. Have you heard the term "it's lit"?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk now?
What does it mean, George?
Does that come from fire?
I don't know how many words I'm limited to. I don't want to waste them. I gotta save these words. You're putting word caps on us.
I guess. I mean, if you don't want me to share what I found on it, and we're just gonna contradict me anyway, you might as well get out ahead of it. So just tell me what it is, George. What is "it's lit"? How is it used?
My
No
guess
idea.
is it has origins in like
No. I mean, we can get into the origin later. Like,
weed
how's it
culture.
used now?
I don't know. BRB. I'm peeing.
George checks out really fast.
Yeah, you can't handle the heat. All right,
I mean,
RJ,
it's
how
cool,
is
right?
it's lit used?
It's fucking sick. It's cool. Rad as hell.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
From what I have found here,
It's Liddy. Famalam.
fam is another one I think we should cover too, and that's
Fam
also
obviously comes from family.
I know, but why do we?
Why does that
like,
need to be covered?
Okay, what does it mean then? Who
Fam-
started using it? When did it get popular?
Probably like a rapper or a pop artist or something.
All right,
Someone with an in, someone who has an
A
in
plus
with
history
cool
lesson.
kids.
A plus history lesson. Okay. Based
But
on the
weed
past
smokers
tense,
use lit first, right?
possibly. Based on this is actually it. I think it did but it actually in terms of like referring to being intoxicated, but apparently that dates back to it being used in the 1910s, meaning intoxicated or just probably
Wild.
drunk at that stage.
Yeah.
Perhaps because one's appearance or behaviors was perceived as lit or lighted up when they were under the influence. And then, like you said, it kind of just evolves to more than just alcohol.
Like ill, and like there's like basically every word for high has evolved into also a word for cool.
Yeah, it's because a term originally there's a paragraph here that refers to exactly that. It captures the overall excitement of parties or events. Because when you're generally doing those things, you're having a good time anyway.
So I was right, and I'm a genius.
You are a genius. So if we went through all the slang,
if
we went through all the slang for like being drunk, we'd be here forever.
Yeah.
There's so many variations.
George, do you have any slang you've heard of that doesn't make any sense to you?
Not off the top of my head.
Do you have any that we want to? Do you have any that we want to investigate?
Because
I've been going over some common ones.
Yeah, bring us the uncommon slang.
I
know I've seen one in like the past like 2 months, but I saw it once and cannot remember it for the life of me.
Do you guys? How about edgy? Do you know how that started?
Edgy?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know the origins of the term edgy. I think maybe it's like the edge of like acceptable behavior or something.
That would make sense to me. I found the entry I found was on Edgelord, which doesn't actually dive into why we use edgy in the first place. But hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Edgelord obviously comes from a fucking edgelord. I mean, come on.
Yeah. It's edge and lord. It just means you're very good at being.
You're very good at edging. I don't think that's what that means.
Well, that's a different slang. If we went into all the slangs for masturbation, we'd also be here for years. All right. Edge slang origin. Okay.
George, you looked like you were about to look up some cool slang.
Or some synonyms for masturbation, one of the two.
No.
All right. I can't find it. I can find an Urban Dictionary has not been my friend when I was doing a bit of research. Oh, yep, that's the masturbation one. Thank you, Urban Dictionary. Very cool. Damn it. Edge is too common of a word for me to find something quickly on it. I go back to Edgelord. Oh, yes, thank you, 4chan. Very cool. I can't say that on stream. Can also be an insult for people online who are trying to pass others. By posting about shocking, dark content. Oh, yeah, gruesome videos. edginess makes them seem unique.
So I'm
emotional.
looking up the Wikipedia, and it's useless.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It could come from it could come from like knives and like sharp things.
That would make sense to me. But also the thing you said about being on the edge of a cliff or like pushing what's like the limits on what's acceptable to say. That made sense to me too.
Or riding the line between hero and villain, like
Or
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Of being funny while also being offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too ingrained for me to find anything quickly on. But yeah, what you said makes sense to me.
Dead ass. Where did dead ass come from?
I didn't have that on my list, but now I want to know. Okay, Google, where does dead ass come from? Okay. Haha. Okay. Slang for seriously. So kind of also no kidding.
I mean,
for
that's
real.
what we already knew that.
I don't think I.
The question is, why is it slang for seriously?
Slang for a.
Oh,
wait,
it's just.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's just a vulgarization of dead serious.
Oh.
That's an interesting thing. Things become slang and like things that we say just by virtue of them being vulgar. Like I looked up.
Oh yeah.
I looked up one time, like what is the origin of the saying "colder than a witch's tit," and
I've
it's
never
literally
heard
just
that.
like you've never heard it. I've heard it,
No.
and I don't know how or why, but I've heard it. And it's literally just a vulgarization. It became popular because it's vulgar. There's
Doesn't mean anything until people said it a bunch. Yeah.
There's no more there's no sensible like etymology or anything like that. It just exists to be vulgar. And like kind of catchy.
I like that about the English language.
So for whatever reason, dead ass is catchy.
Dead seriously, yeah. Dead serious. Ass is an intensifying suffix, broke ass.
Yeah.
I've never... Funny to see these words broken down into with like etymology words, intensifying suffix. All right, what else is on my list? I think we've covered some good ones.
We could move on to George's Google.
Oh yeah, how long are we going?
Google history.
Host is last. It's yours next.
What?
Yeah.
How dare you?
I can do one more.
Yours makes sense. No, wait. Hold on. No. Okay. Has everyone I know we have, but for anyone who's watching this, which I assume is nobody at all, but just in case, the next bit we're going to be doing is based on the British panel show Would I Lie to You? It's fucking excellent and you should watch it.
Facts.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna roll some dice. 1 to 2, it's me. 3 to 4, it's George. 5 and 6, it's Ryobi. Who starts? Ryobi.
Great.
Tell us a truth or a lie.
All right. When I was younger, how much detail do I give?
You can just give a single sentence, and then we kind
it's
of
a
have
single
to
sentence.
extract the detail from you.
Okay. When I was younger, I ran over a fire pit with a golf cart.
What is a fire pit?
A pit in the
I
ground
can
that you
explain
burn,
it.
right?
So,
Oh
I mean,
yeah, duh. Oh my god.
yeah, it's
I
just.
I was like immediately going into like firefighting stuff, and I'm like, well, that doesn't.
Wait, what were you picturing?
I don't. I had no idea. Like
Like the
a
room
hole
where
in the ground
firefighters
filled with
trap?
water. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a trap for the fire. He'll
Yeah.
trip and fall into the water.
It's got leaves at the top.
It's just a deep puddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, fire is actually the predator. You have to trick it into your trap.
Yeah.
Come get me, I'm right here. All right.
So
Do you ask me questions?
What are you, gay?
you drove over a fire pit in a golf cart?
Ran over.
Did you say?
Ran over.
Was there fire in the pit at the time?
No.
How old
So,
were you?
How old was I? So, probably middle school age. I don't know what age you are in middle school.
How'd you get access to a golf cart?
So, where I grew up, we actually had a pretty big yard, and my dad thought it would be fun for us to just get a golf cart for like the kids to just drive around the yard in, and we basically could just like
fucking genius.
go
He's
crazy with it.
Right.
Like we couldn't really take it on.
I've driven a golf cart twice in my life, and both times it's been sick as hell.
It's extremely fun when you're not at driving age. I think that novelty kind of wears off a little bit once you can get a car. But this is like, holy shit, I can go so fast.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're gonna like trick this thing out. But yeah, we owned a golf cart, and so we just, like I said, we just had to
check it out.
No, we talked about like trying to like, I don't know, because it would have had, we weren't really like, I was.
Okay, this question doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah.
New question.
I wasn't artsy enough to
describe
paint
the fire pit.
The fire pit? Okay. So when I'm talking about a fire pit, I don't mean like a ring of stones in like surrounding sand. I mean, this is like I guess it's like a deck. It's like a thing you could put on a deck, but we didn't have it on the deck at the time. So I think it was like a metal frame with like a big metal bowl.
Oh
in it,
yeah. I know what you're
logs
talking about.
and
Like
shit.
It's got like legs.
Yeah. So
I think I have my answer.
Like if you have if you picture like a whatchamacallit, do you know like a Spartan's shield for like the Greek warriors? It was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Concave facing
like
up.
just a big bowl.
Yeah,
a big bowl. Yeah.
I think I have my answer.
There was no fire in it.
Did it mess up the golf cart?
Nope.
The opposite.
The opposite?
Golf carts are pretty strong, and it was actually
the opposite, as in the golf cart messed it up. I thought the opposite
we totaled the fire
the
pit.
golf cart.
No, yeah, it made it faster.
Whoa, that's crazy.
We made it into a battering ram.
Did you guys ever go actual golfing with it?
No, we don't really live. We didn't live near a golf course. None of us really golf.
Yeah,
we didn't really have a way to get the golf cart to a golf course. Actually, it'd be a pain to drive it all the way to a golf course. But I think at that point you would just get one
there.
At the place.
Yeah, just rent one.
But yeah, none of us golfed. It was really just to drive around the yard.
Interesting. Why not what are those things called? Like the baby version of an ATV, basically. Yeah, like a small 4-wheeler.
I think we were too old for those. Theirs are kind of small, right?
I bet they go
like the power wheels.
I bet it's
really small.
But I bet it's a spectrum of size, right?
There definitely is but the good thing about a go-kart is that basically anyone can drive it.
Interesting.
Like 10 to 30, you can drive a go-kart.
Okay.
But
yeah, I think I have my answer.
But it's not nearly as dangerous as a full-size ATV, and anything smaller than a full-size ATV will be much harder to drive as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean like a legit ATV? I thought you meant like those like plastic wheel power things that you can like drive on pavement, not like an actual ATV. I don't know. I don't actually know what would be more expensive,
sure
a golf
what
cart
George meant.
or a golf cart or an ATV.
Yeah, neither do I.
I thought he meant like those like like purple and pink plastic like ones. And I was like, I think we were too bold for that.
Yeah. But
Okay.
RJ, you got your
I mean,
answer?
I have my answer. I decided a while ago.
Okay, I guess.
I think-
wait.
Wait, no.
Wait. Okay, both of us should just type it in.
Well, just do 3, 2. Just do 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Or
That's
I
fine.
can do 3, 2, 1, and you say.
You count down, Ryobi.
All right, I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1. Say it, and you guys say it on. I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna say the word "say it" after, but the natural pause after 1.
All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Truth.
True.
That is true.
Ew.
Hey, 1 point for each of us. Me and George. That's right. We're scoring this now.
Oh, loser.
This is now competitive.
Hooray! Am I next?
He's gonna roll a dice. Or die.
Odds me, evens you. Me.
All right.
All right. So, for reasons, we are no longer trusted with duct tape at work.
What are the reasons?
Define we.
At the very least, everyone at my machine, all the 3 shifts at my machine, possibly everyone in the factory. I'm not 100% on that.
What are the reasons?
So, like a while ago, I'm really bad with time. So some period of time ago, more than just a week, the second shift operator was like taping up like a bag, covering a hole in a bag, and the bag on top. And these bags are fully loaded with a bunch of plastic and stuff. They weigh like a ton. No, not a ton each. They weigh half a ton each, so 500 kilos each, which is like 1,100 pounds, I think. So she was taping up the lower bag, and the upper bag fell on top of her.
Damn. Well, that's believable. Or maybe
So why
it is,
was
maybe
duct
it
tape?
isn't.
Why was duct tape banned then?
To avoid people taping up the bag and having bags fall on them?
Yeah, I guess.
But that doesn't seem like duct tape's fault, I guess. How did the bag fall?
Yeah, but like to be fair, management is never smart.
How did the bag? It just like slipped off. I think she had improperly stacked it or something like that. It was poorly stacked, and it just fell.
And the solution was to ban duct tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happens if there's a hole what is the procedure for if there's a hole in a bag? Is that what was like written in your like SOP?
We now have to ask our supervisors to bring us duct tape.
So it's still the duct tape.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like it solved anything.
Yeah, but it seems stupid enough to be right. That's I guess what we're trying to figure out.
George, do you have any other questions?
I can't think of any. I'm leaning one direction.
When you say we, when you mean the entire factory, like not everybody would be using duct tape for the same reason. Why would it be banned in the entire factory?
Or was that the only time you ever used
maybe it's
duct tape?
not banned in the entire factory. Maybe
As far as you know, it's just banned.
harder to get. Yeah, as far as I know, it might just be banned. It's definitely banned. It's definitely banned for me,
Your
for
section, yeah.
for the second shift operator, who was the one who had the bag fall on top of her, and for the third shift operator, I assume.
Hmm.
Okay,
All
so
right,
it's not.
I'm ready.
It's probably not factory wide. I am not as confident as George seems to be, but I guess we can go. All right, count us down, RJ.
3, 2, 1.
True.
False. Oh,
George
what's
was
it gonna
right.
be?
This was a real event. This is their actual response to the event.
I should have known
And
management would take such a stupid answer.
neither of you were
I can.
surprised. I probably should have led a little bit more with the actual incident and how little how my coworker escaped having a 1,000-pound bag fall on top of her, and she came back like she missed 1 day of work.
Damn.
And it was kind of bruised up
Damn.
after like 1,000 pounds fell on her.
Yeah.
Would you survive that?
Genuinely. Apparently, you do survive that.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on like how tightly it's
when I
packaged.
heard about it happening, I was like, "Well, she's either dead or in the hospital, right?"
Well, I feel like it depends on where. Like, if you're hunched over and it falls on like your shoulders and back, I feel like that's a lot. It's gonna do a lot less damage than if it falls on your head. You know what I mean?
Spread. Maybe it like
Yeah.
spreads its weight out because
Yeah,
it's a
that
bag.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's probably getting hit over the head with a bat all over your body, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can see how you could kind of get up after that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
One day
someone
though,
had to
damn,
come by. I think someone had to come by with a high-low and like to
Lift
get
it.
the bag off of
Yeah,
her.
that would make sense.
Damn. Whew. All
Damn
right.
it! I was like, that's such a stupid management response, and that was
Yeah.
almost enough for me to be like, it's so dumb, it's true. But I'm like,
Yeah.
why would they
As soon as
ban
he
in the
said that, I
entire
was like,
factory?
that makes that decision by management makes little sense. This is true. That's literally my thought process.
I thought it was. I gained myself. All right, you got me, RJ.
Yeah. All right.
All right, RJ, roll the
All right.
dice. 1 to 6, it's you.
No, what? No, I just went. George has to go next.
Oh shit! I completely forgot. Oh no, you're right.
I was just using random.org to decide between my truth and my lie.
Mhm. I still have my D&D dice that I no longer use because I do all my D&D online in front of me. So
Yeah,
I use
real
that for all
tragedy.
my dice rolling.
I I was once okay, well, I was once
take your time.
baking so hard at Tim Hortons that I ripped my pants.
Describe baking so hard.
Well, I had two
Describe pants.
my pants. I don't know how else to describe those. But I was holding two trays of bagels like this, so I didn't have any hands free. And so there's two like turn all the way around. Okay, there's two ovens. There's two ovens like right here, and here. One's like they're on top of each other, one's lower, one's higher. So like the lower one was full, so I usually like I had a habit of like opening this is gonna make no one want to eat at Tim Hortons. I had a habit of opening the ovens with my feet. It's like I'm holding multiple trays, so like none of my hands are free. I'm not gonna put shit
I mean, you
down.
have shoes on.
Yeah,
What's the
exactly. so I would kick the oven doors open.
What do you mean? What's the problem? What's the problem? I've worked in fast food before. Literally, the most disgusting thing on the planet is a fast food worker's shoes.
Yeah, that's true. But
yeah, but it's not you're not eating the oven. He's not stepping on it.
Yeah, he's not putting his feet actually in the oven
so,
where the food goes. It's
and then it's going to get
handle.
hot anyway, and it kills all the germs. That's basic science, RJ.
Yeah, no problem at all.
I would not.
And so one time when I
don't care how much you're. I don't care how much you're cooking that Burger King foot lettuce. I'm not eating it.
Like I don't think they cook lettuce at a fast food place. We didn't cook the lettuce at McDonald's, at least. But
I don't think you're doing it right then.
so so I kicked too high, and so my pants like basically split right in the butt seam, and so I had to ask my manager if I could go home and change pants. And April,
Did they let you?
yeah, they let me. And April,
This is wrong.
Doesn't sound believable.
Doesn't sound believable.
and then
Management makes awful decisions. This doesn't sound right at all.
yeah, and April still makes fun of me.
Wait, so describe pants. Describe these pants that ripped.
Black work pants from Walmart.
Okay.
Black.
That is what Tim
slacks.
Hortons would make him wear.
Yeah.
Did you have just the same pair? Did you have a rotation?
I had 3 pairs of black pants.
Oh, you're more prepared than I would. Probably try to skirt by on one and probably fuck them up like
Well, then when you
with a
rip your
spill
pants
or something, and then have to get a spare.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. 3 pants.
When was
3
this?
pantaloons.
What time of the day?
I was baking, so it was like 9 a.m. probably, 8 a.m. In between 3
you guys
a.m. and
open?
11 a.m. Yeah, we opened at 4 a.m. Or 4:30.
I thought you said you started that early, but is the open for
I
business?
thought
then?
you
No,
opened at like
I-
6, but you started at 3.
I start at 3. The drive-through person opens the drive-through at 4, and then the lobby opened at 5 or 6.
Oh wow.
We were open at 4.
I feel like that's like the Twilight Zone,
Mhm.
being in a Tim Hortons at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it was. I don't recommend it. The one
Well,
cool
it
thing
doesn't
about
sound
that
like
job
you'd be-
is that I could like it was just like I had a checklist, and as soon as I finished the checklist, I could leave. So I could just work incredibly fast and overbake shit. Like overbake as in the amount of stuff I put in the tray, not like overbake as in bake it too long.
All I had to do was ensure that
Burn
more food
everything.
would be stale by the time it got to the customer.
Yeah.
And then I'd be good to go.
Yeah. So I just cook.
I feel
I
like
just
that
cook
explains a
everything in the
lot of my
morning.
experience with Tim Hortons donuts.
Yeah, because they all get cooked by the baker, and they try to leave by like 9 a.m. if they can. So like, at least at my location. Can't speak for all locations. Tim Hortons is gonna sue me. Unless
Why?
it's
For
a lie.
ripping your pants?
Yeah.
Or for letting you leave in the middle of a shift?
I just meant for defamation or something. Like
Nah.
literally speaking about them on the podcast.
Did you sign an NDA?
They're never gonna hear about this. Though.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah, that's true.
Tim Hortons
Oh.
made you sign an NDA, then I feel like they maybe deserve it.
No, they don't. At least I don't think
That'd be
they
so
do.
funny. You can't talk to anybody about how we prepare food.
If anyone knows, we're fucked as a company.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people can do it worse than Tim Hortons does, so I feel like they're pretty much in the
this
clear.
This
McDonald's
is hard.
in my experience, McDonald's was better than Tim Hortons in terms of like, in terms of like food,
Safety?
Like, well, not only food safety, but just like like keeping
Quality?
food live. Yeah, like with like in Tim Hortons, they'll cook the food and then they'll keep it live, like serving it to customer for like 8 hours. But McDonald's, like there's like a timer on each of the drawers, and most of the time I worked there, they stuck to those timers on the drawers. Unless it's like midnight shift, then no one gives a fuck. But you know, that's midnight shift.
If you're getting McDonald's at midnight, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, and that's and I can say that from someone who gets McDonald's at midnight a hell of a lot. We got any guesses?
I'm stumped on this one because on one hand, like none of the details seem like surpassingly unlikely.
I mean, we know he
anyone
worked
see
at
you
Tim
do
Hortons.
this?
I said we
Did
know he
anyone
worked at
see
Tim
you
Hortons,
do
so he can
this?
make up a lot of
Yeah,
details
April.
about it.
My now fiance. I guess she liked
And
what she
he
saw.
was like, was that the moment she knew?
I haven't
Yeah,
questioned
did
her
she-
on this,
did
but
she
it must
see
have
your-
been.
Did she see your beautiful cheeks and instantly fall in love?
She did. She does make fun of me a lot for it to this day. So
So probably.
Yeah.
That's probably she needed some of that butt.
Cake.
Yeah.
That supreme
It wasn't
cake.
the only bagels weren't the only thing George was baking.
Oh yeah.
But it's also like it's also not a hard thing to make up, and like every detail surrounding it is just the fact that he worked at Tim Hortons,
Yeah.
which is verifiably true.
Hmm.
So there's essentially nothing to poke holes into other than his pants.
Oh
Yeah. How he frickin' crane
How
kicked
big was
an
the
oven
rip?
door. How high was this door that you had to crane kick it to open it?
The first door was probably the handle was probably roughly 3 feet off the ground, and then the door above that was probably roughly 4 feet off the ground.
How was the handle in a way such that you could manipulate did it open like a drawer pulling down towards you, like flat, and it was like a drawbridge sort of, or was it a pull out sort of thing?
To see that. I'm trying to grab something I can use as like maybe my phone.
I cannot see.
Yeah, get a rectangle.
Okay.
Say this is the handle. I
Yeah.
put it in like this, and then sort of like that, and then pull. So you sort of had to
spun.
You sort of had to hook your foot in the handle.
Like kind of like wedge it under.
Yeah,
okay.
Wedge it, and then
and then you pull
rotate it just
out
slightly,
towards you.
and then pull my foot towards me. Yeah.
Okay.
Was this one of the workout phases?
What do you?
Were you working out at the time?
Yeah.
How big was the rip?
Probably a good 3 inches. Right along the seam.
They sent you home for that?
Yeah, I mean, like, it was 3 inches, but along the seam, so it's like, I mean, my butt was basically hanging out.
How far away was your house from there that you could go change and come back?
10 minutes. This is when I was living at my old house.
Yeah, it would have been like about 10 minutes away.
Yeah, 5 to 10. Doable. Yeah.
Shit.
But this seems perfectly plausible.
Y'all want the count?
Because he's been such like the only questions we've asked about the actual thing were what kind of pants it was and how big was the rip, and everything else is just answerable from working at Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
I think we fucked up our questions.
That's fine.
God,
yeah,
I'm really split on this one.
I'm just gonna guess.
All right, everyone ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
True.
Yep, that's true.
Got him.
We all said truths. I really wanted mine to be the lie, just because.
Well, we decide randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I decided randomly.
So did I. Yeah, I used random.org.
Ryobi decided
I just
really
decided
fast.
on a whim.
Oh,
okay.
But I also
Ryobi
went
just
first. So
decided
fuck
on
you
a whim.
guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I was like, so my motives can't be analyzed. I need to like put it up to a dice. Otherwise, like.
yeah. That way you take some of it out of it, I guess, because like there's no like mental games of like would he choose a lie or would he choose a truth, because you're not choosing it.
Do you want to share your lies?
I don't know. Should we save them or tell them?
I want to save my lies. Because...
I guess I'll say my lie just for fun, because I can come up with lies easily. My lie was gonna be I once tripped a waitress carrying a full plate of food, like a full tray of food.
Like on purpose?
No, accidentally. I
think it would have been.
No, he wasn't gonna bad like come up with a lie that makes him look like an asshole.
Yeah. I'm gonna come up with
because then we'd be like,
make me look like an asshole. All right. Do we want to move on to the?
I guess I'll
now
say
I'm really interested what the too dark truth was.
I don't know.
The dark truth is that he.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll say that on air.
Obviously not. But like,
yeah,
obviously not because you didn't. But like,
Yeah.
I'm extremely curious.
Yeah,
He did
I'll let you know
unspeakable
post
things to the
show.
donuts.
It wasn't anything
Yeah.
that I didn't even do anything. It was just something I witnessed, but it was kind of dark. I thought it might bring
Yeah.
the vibe of the show down a little bit.
No, I can laugh at anything.
All right. I guess I got RJ's wrong. So are we? RJ's.
So me and RJ are
I
tied.
definitely,
I guess I'm the
I
winner?
definitely lost.
No, you tied with me. We both got two.
I tied with you because I didn't get. I would have to trick both of you to get points,
Yeah,
right?
I think
I
that's
don't
how
know.
we should
Or
play it.
either
this
that
is,
or-
this is your thing. How does the scoring work?
I guess you did trick one of us, so I guess
Yeah.
yeah. You
I
can
feel
take
like
the win.
that's how the scoring should. Like I feel like I should take the win because I tricked
Yeah.
one person
Yeah.
and got two people right. I feel
Fucking
like that puts
RJ's
me higher
management.
than everyone else.
So
I think
claps all
from here
around
on
for
out,
RJ?
if we ever do this again, Teller gets 1 point for each person they trick.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
How dare I have faith in
me?
corporate management?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, wait. Yeah, you were good to have faith in me. Wait, I guess you didn't have faith in me. I don't know what I'm saying.
What?
I thought I was kind of on the fence, but when you're like April still makes fun of you for it, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I kind of hope it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was.
and the way he said that the manager sent him home,
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, the manager, like, duh, like, oh, of course the manager sent me home,
Yeah.
like that pointed me to truth, and I mean, the second time you brought up April making fun of you about it,
Mm-hmm.
the first time I was like, oh well, that's a thing. Like I know April worked with him at Tim Hortons. He could lie about that easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
But the second time you brought it up, I'm like, okay, he's bringing that up again.
Yeah. Despite
I made it more
April.
suspicious for me, but I just had to pick
Uh-huh.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for the quiz? A quiz
Yeah.
of random things I googled.
Fucking love quizzes.
You
Oh,
said
speaking of random things I've Googled, I got a wrong text the other day. I just wanted to share this because I thought it was really interesting. I got a wrong text the other day on June 28th, and they were like, guess what motherfucking day it is? I had no idea what
Mhm.
this
June
person was
28th.
fucking
Nice.
talking about. So I looked it up. Things that happened on June 28th, and it's the anniversary of both the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and the anniversary of the Treaty of Versailles. So
Interesting.
kind of both the start and end of World War One, if you count the start of World War One as the assassination of the Archduke, which isn't really true, but which isn't technically
not
true, but
entirely
like that's
inaccurate either.
absolutely yeah, but it's not entirely
Contributing
inaccurate
factor.
either.
Yeah.
I wonder if they specifically signed Versailles on the anniversary of the Archduke's assassination.
They're like, nah, we can wait another couple weeks. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We gotta get this date right.
I mean they might have effectively ended hostilities already and then only like officially ended hostilities at that point.
Yeah.
Also Elon Musk's birthday.
Interesting.
Well, that's less important.
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
Much less.
Just kidding. I just wanted to piss off the Musk bros. Well, not really.
Just the most interesting birthday it forwarded at me.
Yeah. All right. So, a quiz of things that I've Googled. So I don't take. This may not all be accurate. I just Googled it. So that's all I'm gonna say on that front, I guess.
Wait, can you explain
Okay, right.
the
But we
premise?
could just Google these things and then get the right answers.
Well, yeah, that is
No,
true.
that would be. I'm going to take George's word for it. No, wait. So how does this work, George?
So what this spawned off of is just I was just Googling random things all in a row, a few of which are on this quiz that I was just like curious about, and I was like, I could just make this a segment. Just anytime I'm curious, I just like remember what I'm curious about in Googled. I can just remember all of those and turn it into a quiz. So that's kind of how it started.
And do you have a running list or something?
You should make a running list in the future. He just did this today, so he obviously doesn't have to.
No, I know, but
how
how did
the future just because we won't like Like if you do it again, like next week, we don't want to run the same segment again next episode. So you might as well save those those Googles and those answers.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. How many hearts does an octopus have? A1, B3, C7, or D9?
Okay. RJ.
You are competing, but feel free to chat.
Why is this a question?
I can't believe 8 wasn't one of the options.
Why do they have more than one? Why are people wondering this? Is this a thing for octopuses? Octopi?
I believe it's pussies.
Octopi have weird
anatomy.
Things. Weird anatomy.
Why would it need more than one?
Fun fact about octopus: one of their tentacles is their penis.
Yeah.
Does
I
it
think
look
there's
the
a
same as the
similar
other
thing
ones?
to octopus.
No, it's
it
smaller.
might not be octopus. There might be a similar thing to octopus that like they have. I mean, the worms have multiple hearts.
What?
Right? Or is that just a
I
fucking myth?
I don't know.
I think earthworms have like.
Why does anything?
multiple
I
hearts.
would say maybe if it's like too big, but
Yeah, but
I
not
don't think
true.
elephants or anything have like two. They're just
Worms
big
do.
hearts.
Noodly things have lots of hearts.
Another fun
Why?
fact about
Octopuses are kind of a noodly thing.
another fun fact about aquatic hearts: the heart of a blue whale is the size of a minivan.
That's
Yeah.
fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
Blue whales are so cool. It's so
Love blue whales.
I've told everyone this fact 1,000 times and no one seems interested, and it will be endlessly interesting to me. But whales are, as far as we know, the largest creature to have ever existed.
Yeah, blue whale specifically is the largest
Yeah.
animal that's ever existed.
It's larger than any dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any-
larger than any dinosaur.
even other aquatic life.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the
Sperm whales are the
Huge.
largest carnivorous creature. Are the largest carnivorous creature
Oh, I
to
didn't
ever
know that.
exist.
I did know that sperm whales start with the word sperm.
Neat.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Now, you know, obviously it's possible we don't have any fossil records of a megalodon that was bigger or something like that, but
I can't imagine
seems
there
unlikely
was.
the
because-
biggest
I would
sperm
say-
whale of all time is bigger than the largest megalodon skeleton we've ever found.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I feel like there's like some. Isn't there like? Do you guys remember from like the food? I don't know how. All right, George, how long should we spend on each of these? Because I don't want to like drag it on if you have like 20 of these.
I have 10, but I mean, take your time.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 1.
I'm gonna say 3,
All right.
Okay.
but
Final
I don't
answers?
know why.
Final answers?
Because I think it should. If this is a
final
question,
answers.
if this is a question, I think it's gonna be more than one. But I can't see it. Oh,
Why are you
why
saying
though?
3?
That was right.
God
was
damn it!
right.
I knew they had more than one. I just like couldn't
why do they
place
have
the
more than
information,
one?
so I assumed I was just making it up.
One circulates
Oh, past
blood
the
or
gills.
yeah, and then the other picks up oxygen or whatever.
It's still called a heart. Oh, it's
Because they all-
still pumping
yeah,
blood.
They all
Okay.
pump blood. Yeah.
So one on either side, and then a
Interesting.
regular ass heart.
Mm-hmm. All right. What percentage of twins are identical?
What percentage of twins are identical? I would.
Why aren't these
it's
in
gotta be
numerical
less than
order?
half.
I put them in random order.
How dare
To throw
you?
you off. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna go with
Dun, dun.
7%. I'm gonna go with A every time.
I'm trying to think of how many twins I know.
Mm-hmm. And what percentage of them are identical?
Like, yeah, like how many? Like, oh, use your high school as a sample size.
I know.
Shit.
Yeah, if I use my high school as a sample size, 100%
It's
of the
100%,
people
yeah.
who I knew were twins
Yeah.
were identical.
I went to that same school, so it was same here.
But I'm 90%. I'm 90% sure. Like most twins, you don't even know
Most
that
are
they're
not.
twins.
Most are not.
You don't
I
even
think.
know that they're twins because, like, you would have to, like, it's not confirmation bias, but it's like identical twins
Are more
way
identifiable.
are way more identifiable.
Because
So, like-
fraternal twins could just be brothers. or sisters or whatever.
Yeah, or a brother and a sister. Like
yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's a brother and sister. There were identical ones, and then there was triplets who were not identical.
Yeah,
So I guess that makes it 2 out of 3. I mean, sorry, 1 out of 3. So I'm maybe 33, but that still sounds high.
You can
It's
also
definitely not 51. It's definitely not 51.
you can have different types of triplets too. Like you can have all unidentical. You can have 2 identical twins with a separate triplet who's fraternal, and then in extremely rare cases you can have an egg that splits twice and is just identical.
I think my cousin had triplets with 2 identical and a fraternal.
Yep. Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, and I have
just the number of identicals that I personally have had contact with makes me think it's higher than 7%.
I think it's higher than 7 too. So it's between C and D for me. Do you want to go? I'll go high. You go low. How about that? Split the difference.
Okay.
Because I'm going out of my 1 and 3 sample
and
size.
Ryobi will go D.
All right.
So one of us should be right.
Yeah, one of us should be right. Sample size. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Nice ass pull, Ryobi.
Let's go,
Good shit,
Ryobi.
I stayed away from 1/3 because I stayed away from 33% because I'm like,
too nice of a
that's
number.
just a third.
Yeah.
Surely there's a more accurate number than 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
Thank you, high school sample size.
Let's go. How
Let's go.
much water can a pelican hold in its bill? 1 gallon, 4 gallons, 3 gallons, or 2.5 gallons?
George is
How big is a
specifically
pelican?
trying to throw us off with the 2.5 gallons, I think.
Well, I mean, there's more. Is there more than one species of pelican?
Yes. So it was
Probably, but they're all pretty big.
I'm talking about like the U.S. white pelican or some shit like that.
But I only know the one from Finding Nemo, and that's Australian.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, they're
we'll
all
see
pretty
on the next
big.
slide.
I bet they're relatively the same size.
How
Yeah,
big
there's
is
some variation, but
Those motherfuckers can hold a lot of fucking water.
4 is a lot. Like I'm trying to picture like holding 4 gallons in my arm, and I'm like, can a bird's head support that? Can it?
Yeah, the question
don't-
is, can? Yeah, I'm gonna go with 4 gallons.
What?
Fuck it.
No
Alright.
way, dude.
Ryobi?
I don't feel confident about any of them, but I think 4 can't be it. That's a lot. How big is a pelican?
It's
Fuck.
roughly pelican sized.
Yeah, that would be like its entire weight again in water. if I'm picturing a pelican right.
Pelicans are fucking jacked.
I think it's more than one.
Of this question?
I'm gonna say 3.
Is this question asking the overall capacity?
I guess it's not necessarily capacity,
of a
not
pelican's
necessarily
bill.
not necessarily
or
how much it
is
can
it-
fly with, right?
No, just how
Yeah.
much it can hold.
gonna
Not
say
necessarily
3.
fly.
I'll switch it up. I'll be different than RJ. I'm gonna say 3.
Final answers 3 and 4.
Yeah.
If it's 2.5, I'm gonna be mad. If it's 1, I'm gonna be mad actually, because I definitely don't think it's 1.
No, 2.5. I would be. Way
Oh,
more than that.
nice.
Right, we
Unstoppable.
scorches
Sorry,
into
God
the
damn it.
lead.
I'm terrible at this. I've gotten every single one of these wrong.
3 gallons for a bird?
Yeah,
Damn.
they're jacked. That's what I told you. How heavy was the heaviest person on record?
Oh my god. I think I've seen pictures of this, or I got pictures of somebody who had something like this in like the Guinness Book of World Records or something. It's
Yeah, it's
really
probably
sad
this
now that I'm
guy.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
So you can't really move.
Can I
or do much of anything.
Can I vote to not find out?
Yeah, wait,
No.
George, if you have a picture of this person, I'm going to be very mad.
Sorry, came with the Google.
No.
Tell me you didn't.
Can you censor it?
No, it's
Maybe I'll
too
just
late.
close my eyes.
It's too late.
All right, RJ, how much is 2,000 pounds? What weighs 2,000 pounds? Something approximate. If you say like 2,000 pounds weights,
2,000 pounds.
small car.
Isn't 2,000 pounds right around a ton, or am I wrong?
Yeah, it's around a ton. I know. Two bags full of product from
Yeah,
my work.
two
weighs around
person
2,000
crushing
pounds.
bags.
Yeah.
2,000 pounds.
Ooh.
2-person flattening bags. Okay. I don't think it's 2,000. I think it was less than that if I'm remembering this fact right. RJ, I feel like how about I pick first so you can I guess we can pick the
Yeah,
same
you
one.
pick
Yeah, you're allowed to pick
I'm
the
just
same
gonna,
one.
I'm gonna say 1.4. I don't know. I think it's on the low end this time.
RJ?
I think it's 1.35
I'm
or
gonna go with
1.4.
1350 simply out of hope.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's one
gonna
of
go
those
with
two.
the
That's
lowest
a
out of
50-pound difference. That's not too bad. Oh, that's not who I was picturing.
Oh, okay.
1400.
Mhm.
Damn, I'm on fire.
Weirdly, I feel like I've seen pictures of people way fatter than that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
I don't
they
think
just were
that's. I don't,
Physically
unhealthier.
tall.
I don't think that's his. He was pretty tall. He's like 6'2", but I don't think that's his peak weight either. That's just like a random picture of him. Because he
Oh, the
did
picture was him at peak
fluctuate a
weight, okay.
lot. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The weight is
No.
of him at peak weight. The picture, I don't think is. Yeah.
Okay, that I've seen people who are like have a higher like.
Also,
This guy's big.
USA.
That's not all fat.
You know what's interesting?
USA.
You know what's interesting, RJ? A Saudi man was like kind of on track to break this guy's
He
record.
died though.
No. He was on track to break the record, kind of, and the Saudi king, the king of Saudi Arabia, ordered that he be hospitalized and like treated, basically. Like, and he was like 30. He was like 1350, basically. Like he was like getting close to the record. And the Saudi king says,
That's probably for the best.
No.
It's not really a record you want to win.
Yeah, true, but it does
Honestly,
just feel like it's like the Saudi
good
king
monarch.
being. Yeah, but I mean, kind of, but it does just feel like the Saudi king being like, we're not gonna let a Saudi man take this record. Fuck this.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it felt like to me.
No. We cannot be known as a nation with the fattest person ever.
Yeah. So.
I guess
stay America.
It's funny if it's coming from a place like that, but I'm gonna say he was doing it to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
How long was the longest rally?
In a professional tennis match.
Oh my god. No way.
So it was one of these numbers.
It's wild that there's two there's
basically
two 500 and 600 are so far away from 300 and 200.
Those are so big. I'd give up. I guess that's why I'm not a professional tennis player, but I'm like, nah, you win this one.
Yeah, it's only for 1 point.
Like,
God
I give. Damn it.
The tenacity.
Even 230 seems unfathomable. Like, how long? How many minutes is that?
Like, just as a reference, I'm pretty sure the longest rally at Wimbledon is like 49 shots.
Yeah. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's got to be B or C. I can't believe it's D.
I'm going to go with B.
I'd give up. You're going to go with D?
No,
B.
he said B.
B. All right,
B is my second choice.
I'll go C. 230. Even 230 is ridiculous.
Wrong. 643.
Give up!
643. Oh my god! Was this
40
was this one of those
hour and
things,
47
was this one of those
minutes?
things where the people basically like?
No, this is a professional match. The orchestrated rally is like something like 12,000 shots or something ridiculous. It was like a pair of identical
That's
twins.
insane.
But this was in an actual match, and it lasted 29 minutes.
29 minutes for
1 point. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I was getting that. Jesus Christ, give up!
Yeah, I know. That's fucking
Like
nutty.
I think like some of the like highest scoring like I remember seeing something like some kind of like highest scoring soccer match or like
I know what you're talking about.
Biggest soccer match thing was essentially orchestrated.
Yeah, it was between two Madagascaran teams, and one of them was protesting a referee decision from the match before, so they just scored own goals, and it was something like 149-0.
Yeah.
But the largest law... Oh, wait, no, I'm not... There's a question later. You almost made me... Okay, so what's the score right now? You guys both missed that, so it's still 2-1, Ryobi? Or is it 3?
I got one right.
3.
Yeah, you got the first one right. Yeah, he got
If I
that
look
one.
at if I read the questions again, I'll remember which ones I got right.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't. I got the first one wrong.
No,
I got twins right.
No,
I
wait,
got
is it
octopus
4-0?
I've got 100% wrong.
It's 4-0.
Wrong.
He's running away with this.
I'm really stupid.
I mean, these are pretty much guesswork.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh.
George had to Google them.
Yeah. So you gotta start coming back, RJ. Holy crap! I won't need the tiebreaker. I don't
I
think.
can't. I can't come back.
No,
I'm
you
pretty
can.
sure. How many questions do you have left?
There's 5 more. So if you got every one right and
It's
Ryobi
the
got
oldest
everyone
dog
wrong.
on record.
Yes. What breed was the oldest dog on record? Beagle, Australian Cattle, German Shepherd,
Beagle.
Pomeranian.
I'm going with Beagle or
I feel like we've been pretty
No.
collaborative on this so far. But I think that's the way we're
God.
gonna. That's the way any of
It's
us are
not
gonna
the
get.
German Shepherd.
There's no way in
It's
hell it's a German
100%.
Shepherd.
There's no way in hell it's a German Shepherd.
German Shepherds fall apart, dude.
Yeah. Or, I mean, maybe. It's not German Shepherd. I'll give it.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
When I picture a beagle,
part of my issues with these things is I go, well, what seems like the most unlikely? They
Yeah.
wouldn't have put this in if they didn't. If it wasn't
No.
the answer.
I'm unfamiliar with an Australian cattle dog. Pomeranians are like the little,
You met an
like
Australian
small
Cattle
and
dog.
balls, right?
Pomeranians are basically rat-sized.
Okay,
Beagles
yeah.
are
Real
small,
fluffy.
and
Real
Australian
fluffy.
cattle dogs are medium.
They're like cotton balls.
Yeah. They're like little cotton
Wait,
balls.
what do you mean Australian cattle?
Yeah, beans and Australian cattle mix, but
Yeah, they're about a medium-sized dog.
I think when I picture beagle, I picture a
gonna
really old dog. So I think I'm gonna say beagle. I think RJ. I'm kind of agreeing with RJ there.
RJ, are you changing or are you sticking with Beagle?
Or it could be a Pomeranian because they're small. I'm gonna say beagle. I'm gonna go with my gut.
I'm gonna jump ship on the Beagle.
Mhm.
Now's the time to
And
recover.
God, because I have to come back. If I
Yeah.
choose what
I would
Ryobi
say-
chose, I can't win.
Yeah, I would say
So I have
Pomeranian
to
then.
choose something different.
Cattle
You're
and
gonna
German
take
Shepherd are too
Pomeranian,
big.
then I'll take Beagle.
No, I said you should pick Pomeranian then.
Oh, well, I'm not sure.
You were also gonna pick beagle, so why don't we just both pick beagle then? It's fine. We can both be wrong
No,
again.
no.
RJ, I'm gonna have to ask for your final answer.
Fuck you. I'm taking Pomeranian.
Okay. You're both wrong.
God damn it, was the Australian cattle dog? I was deciding between that and
Really?
the Pomeranian. I fucking hate. God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Yeah, she lived to be 29 years and 5 months old.
Oh, I guess that dog looks different. I'm picturing George's dogs.
That's like an old, that's like an actual work dog, and like that's still used as an actual work dog, so it probably has the healthiest lifestyle
Yeah.
and like the least amount of inbreeding.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
When it was
Damn.
mascara.
I was so close to saying Australian cattle dog.
Yeah.
But like I just kept on getting this picture of some Victorian woman with like a 50-year-old Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Like
just
That
won't
would have
let
been
it
really.
die.
That would have been very funny.
Just
I
like
kinda
$1
wish it
million
was that.
surgeries every day. Just like
It
you
like
must
lives in a
live!
bubble.
Yeah.
Like walks around like a
just
like a hamster ball.
just like a Pomeranian that belonged to like a king or a queen, and
Yeah.
like some record showed that it like lived like 50 years.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Like-
old, yeah.
Yeah.
Like just some absolute nonsense shit that's like, oh, that's probably a lie.
Yeah.
But all the records say that, and that's all we
Yeah,
have.
but
These,
all the
these
records
like
agree.
decayed
Yeah.
scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when was mascara invented, RJ?
1902,
George, can I ask?
think.
Can I ask for?
Was mascara one of the things that was invented by I think she was a black woman who became like the first self-made female millionaire or something like that? She started like a cosmetics company and made a fuckload of money.
Interesting. I can't say one way or the other.
I was gonna ask George for hints. I got nothing.
George,
What can you give us other stuff that was invented in these years?
no, but I will give you the ingredients.
1862 was around the Civil War.
Yeah, tell us how mascara is made or something.
Okay, the
Yeah,
ingredients were simple. It was petroleum jelly and coal dust. No cap.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down
Let's
at
put
all.
this
any
shit
of
in our
these things.
eyes. Let's put coal dust near our eyes. God,
Oh yeah.
humans are dumb.
Yeah.
But it looked cool, so fashion over function, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
I'm gonna say
But
1902.
This is like extending your lashes, not really like. I guess
Is
it's just.
that
Maybe it evolved over time. I know it is just like liquid, but like it makes them thicker.
Mhm.
Petroleum jelly and
Yeah.
coal dust, not water.
thicker and darker?
There's probably
Maybe
water in petroleum jelly, but
Not a lot though.
yeah, no,
It's
no.
not that. It's pretty thick.
Yeah, it's thick.
It's probably one of the. I don't think. I think it's 1902 might be too modern. Maybe they'll have. When I hear coal dust, I'm like, okay.
You'd be surprised.
No, I know. I feel like, but it was like, when was petroleum jelly a thing? That's probably the more telling.
Don't look it up.
Well, I'm not. I'm not looking up anything.
Okay. It could, like, that is the exact tone of voice I use. Like,
I'm trying to
3
get George-
seconds before I look something up.
I'm spitballing in the hopes that it jogs my memory, your memory, or prompts George to give us a hint.
1852
it was
would have been
invented by-
pre-Civil War, right?
It was I can say that it was not invented by an American, and it wasn't that lady that
wasn't who
RJ was
RJ was
talking.
thinking of?
No, I doubt it.
Okay.
It was a Frenchman.
What was I don't know history. I don't know what was happening in any of those years, really.
Post
When I
Civil
think
War.
1860s, I think Civil War.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think the automobile was invented sometime in the late 1800s.
Yeah, trains were all the rage in the 1800s. People love trains.
Yeah, trains were all the
I love
rage.
trains. I like trains.
Yeah, trains are dope.
Steam engines were pretty popular.
Mm-hmm. People.
Combustion engines were really just starting out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna gut check, but I'm gonna keep it a secret this time.
People probably like jacks at this time.
What do you mean you're gonna keep it a secret?
Yeah, you have to.
You have to guess.
Yeah, I'll say it when George gives us the countdown, not before.
Okay, are you guys ready for the countdown?
Yeah, it's 19. I'm saying C, 1902.
Really? Okay.
3, 2, 1. Ryobi.
B.
Ryobi is correct.
Fuck.
No, I said B.
B. I thought you said D.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
Okay, you got it wrong. Well, thank you for being honest, because I totally heard D.
But I was closest, because that's only 10 years off.
Yeah, but closest only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
And not George's trivia.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I think you've clenched the win though. But let's keep going just for funsies. But I believe
Yeah, I
it's...
tried to. I guess whatever was closest to like the 1920s.
Yeah, when I think coal dust, I don't think France. But okay, good on you, France.
Yeah, France can do it all.
African nation with the highest population, like right now.
Yes, as of 2022.
Huh.
Anyone else have no scope on how big any of these countries are?
I didn't before
I'm pretty sure the
Googled it.
Congo is fucking massive.
Is it?
But I'm not sure if it has a lot of high density urban.
Full disclosure, these are the top 4, so they're all
they're
all
how far
relatively
apart
big.
are they?
I'm surprised South Africa isn't
millions.
Millions
I'm really
apart?
surprised South Africa isn't in here.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too.
But I mean, that could be like it could be like 20 million versus 25 million. That's still pretty narrow.
No, like the between first and second is like 100 million.
Okay.
It's a huge gap.
I think Egypt is too. I don't think it's Egypt. I don't know why.
I don't think it's Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, I was going to say maybe
could be
just because
wrong.
I know out of these places I've
Nothing
heard
about them.
I've heard of Ethiopian restaurants and Ethiopian food.
That's true. Fuck, it might be
Mm.
Ethiopia.
But you say Congo real big.
Yeah, I think Congo real big. But
I have no idea how big Nigeria is. This is one of the things I wanted to do is this reminds me, one of the Sporkle quizzes we should do is like country flags.
Oh, I'm really good at country flags because I used to play like no cap, I used to just sit around and play what was that quiz game that people played a lot? There was a quiz game that was very popular that you just went into quizzes and would face a stranger, and I would basically exclusively play country flags. That was all I would
1v1
play.
me country flag.
That was all I would play in that quiz game, yeah. So I'm very good at country
1v1 me on
flags.
country flags.
But, I mean, I'm totally down for that segment because I clean up. So
Yeah, show off.
yeah,
Pop off.
yeah.
RJ and I can fight over second.
Nigeria's flag is green, white, green. I know that.
RJ, I'm gonna guess Ethiopia because I had the Ethiopian restaurants thing. It's not a secret this time.
Okay. You get Ethiopia.
I think
I'll
Egypt's too
get-
obvious, but I could also just be fucking wrong because people go to Egypt for like tourism, but that's not population, right?
No.
I'm gonna say
believe-
Ethiopia.
I don't believe so. I mean, I don't know their methodology. I don't look at the breakdown. When I
I'm
hear
gonna take
population,
Nigeria.
it's,
No, I.
Oh no, wait, no, I'm gonna take Egypt.
You're gonna take Egypt. Watch it be. I
I'll
think it's
take
Ethiopia
Egypt.
or Congo, but I'm gonna go with Ethiopia because food.
final answers.
Yeah, B. B.
DNA. It was Nigeria
Oh,
Fuck!
with 2.64% of the world's population.
I was so close because I thought I rolled a d4 to decide what I was what I was going to say.
Oh.
And I thought it looked like a 4, and then I like revealed it more, and it was a 1.
Yeah.
dang.
South Africa.
crazy.
Actually, you know, I've heard when I'm thinking of like tourists or like, oh, I'm from Nigeria. I feel like that's the one I'd most likely come across. But yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
I got hung up with my stupid restaurants bit. Damn. At least
Yeah.
that was second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all were like really flaming it in the first half, and in the second half, y'all been slipping a little
Biobi
bit.
was. I wasn't.
Yeah,
I've
just-
gotten everything wrong so far.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
you're
it's all been
0%.
guess. It's all been
Yeah.
guessing.
That's true. That's true.
Except for the octopus thing, because I knew it wasn't 1.
Mhm.
And
I'm
7
usually
seemed
decent at
ridiculous.
Trivia.
Yeah, I should have said 5 instead of 9, so it's like up in the odds, but yeah, that's on me. All right, how long would it take to walk from New York to Los Angeles cities, according to Google Maps?
Walk?
Yes, walk.
You break that down into days?
Yeah, I will. It'll take me a second, but I will. A would be. A would be 24 days. B would be 45 days. C would be 38 days. And D would be 35 days.
All this seems like not nearly enough time to like walk across the United States of America.
This is straight. So this is like if
40
you literally didn't
guess that's
sleep
true.
or didn't, you know. So
45.
obviously, you know, you'd have to
Wait, sorry.
multiply this number by like, you know, at least a third or at
Okay,
least
B was
1 and a
Yeah.
third.
B was 45, C was 38, D was 35. How much was A?
A
It's not A. A is too small.
A was like 25 days, I believe.
What's the actual number of
24
days?
days. The actual number of days?
Yeah, that it would take.
I have no clue.
What do you mean you have no clue?
I've never
Don't you have
walked.
the answer?
No, the PowerPoint. has
He
to
only
walk.
knows the answer in
No,
hours.
no, I'm just asking you for the answer.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have the
the joke.
answer. The PowerPoint has the answer. We're all at the wins.
All right,
of
RJ,
the
let's break this
PowerPoint.
down. How many miles is it?
Time for the
A
breakdown.
lot.
From about where fuck. Okay, not to dox myself. From flying through airports,
Mm-hmm.
Boston Logan to like
Let's see. It took us
California-ish is like 3,000 miles. How many? How far can you walk? How many hours does it take to walk a mile?
I'm gonna go with C for literally no reason.
Right, Obi?
38 days versus 35 days.
Yes.
I'm gonna go 35. I'll go D.
All right.
It's gonna be D. I guarantee it.
RJ gets a point.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy!
Let's go. Yeah, it would be 2,800 miles, and it would take
Wait,
you.
no, this route includes a ferry. That's not walking.
Well, it's the fastest walking route. I think it's because it literally has no choice. Like there's a bridge that you can't cross on foot.
Oh, sure there is. Also, I guess it is less miles than. Oh wait, New York's closer than Boston is. Shit.
Yeah.
That would add another couple hundred miles. That would make my answer maybe right.
Yeah.
No.
No, you chose the shorter time.
Yeah, you chose
did
the
I?
shorter time. Yeah.
Oh, then fuck it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right. How many times did the man who survived the most lightning strikes get struck by lightning?
Did he die on the last one?
No, he survived all of them. Every single one that happened.
All right, I think this is just a
Big
gut.
outlier here. I
This is a
don't
gut
know
check.
if
It's not. There's no way.
Fucking 20
you make it to-
strikes!
If you make it to 10,
You're God. You're
Like,
Zeus
you
now.
like it.
Yeah.
You like it.
I mean, realistically speaking, like the likelihood of any of these is so infinitesimal that it might as well be 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get struck
there's
twice, it's like you might as well. Yeah.
There's a much more significant difference to me between like struck twice and struck 6 times than struck 6 times and struck 20.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like, all right, so your hobby is climbing on top of telephone poles in storms or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say this
Like
person had an outdoor job.
I mean, duh.
I would
Yeah.
have to imagine.
Yeah. I mean,
Gut check. Okay.
If you told me that this person's job was holding a big metal rod over their head during thunderstorms, I would believe you.
yeah.
It was I'm not sure how much lightning hurts.
Yeah. He's the lightning pain guy.
Yeah, it's like the Scoville. But
I'm like 90% sure I've heard of this before, but I can't remember the number.
I think I know, but I'm gonna keep it a secret.
All right.
All right. There's no logic behind this. We just got to go for it.
Okay.
You
3.
know, RJ, you ready, RJ?
Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
8.
I want it to be 20. I want it to be 20 so bad.
You're both unfortunately wrong.
Is it 7?
7.
Is it 6?
I was gonna do lucky 7, but I was like, I'll do one more.
7.
Yeah. Park Ranger
knew it
Roy
would-
Sullivan.
Like in my head, I thought for sure it was like 6 or 7, but I'm like 20. Why is 20 up there?
Mhm.
I really want it to be 20, and I just guessed 20.
Yeah, I literally put that as like a throw them off thing. Okay, I'll go 6, 7, 8, and then 20. Okay, let's do the tiebreaker just for fun. There isn't a tie, but let's see who gets closest. The highest scoring match, you're looking for total goals scored in the World Cup, not including the qualification round. So it has to be at the actual World Cup. Not that that'll change your answers much, but...
Closest number wins, eh?
Mm-hmm. So the total number of goals scored in an official World Cup match.
13.
10.
Oh, Ryobi won. It was 12.
Fuck.
Damn.
Austria
Damn.
versus Switzerland, 1954, 7-5. They also played in 104-degree Fahrenheit weather, which contributed to the
Jesus
lack of
Christ.
defense.
They're just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
you
the
can have it.
goalkeeper was like
Having heat stroke.
Passed
the
out.
goalkeeper just left.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper was hallucinating,
Yeah.
diving in complete wrong direction of the ball.
So Ryobi is the inaugural
Ryobi?
champion of Google quiz.
Woo, 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 woo.
We've done this thing where George has us guess twice,
Mm-hmm.
like with Rapper Fake and this, and Ryobi fucking annihilated me both
He
times.
can read me. I don't know what it is.
Get better,
Yeah.
RJ. I don't know. No, it's guesswork.
Yeah, it really
Wait, have
is.
this is a slight off topic thing, but maybe I'll save this for another time. You know what? Fuck it. We got a little bit of time to kill.
Mhm.
Do you guys consider yourselves lucky people? Do you believe in luck?
No,
I don't really believe
Which one?
in luck.
I don't
Which
really
statement?
believe in luck.
Yeah. Well,
Do
that's
you
not
consider
true. That's
yourself
not true.
lucky?
I think that's hard. Like I consider
luck,
I consider
I
myself.
wouldn't consider.
On a day-to-day level, not on I'm born in America sort of thing.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm born into a wealthy family in a wealthy country, so yeah, I'm hella lucky in that aspect. But I think day to day, it's I don't know. I think
What do you mean by believe in luck? Because like
Yeah,
definitely,
right, I don't-
like you
I
can
don't
get
exist.
lucky and get unlucky, but
I don't
luck
think
as
people
like
are lucky.
luck as like an external force, I don't believe to be a thing.
And I don't believe
All right,
in it.
let me-
I don't believe in it as a trait. You know what I mean? Like I don't think people are more lucky, inherently. I think just like randomness happens, and some people just happen to have luckier things happen to them, like winning the lottery. But I don't think that was inherent to them. You know what I mean? It just happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So no.
Yeah,
So
I'd say no.
spoilers.
Yeah, I'd say no.
What's your take?
I mean, I don't believe in luck as some cosmic force by any means. I think it's definitely it's all probability stuff, and I think you can to some what's the degree manipulate or judge the likelihood of certain events. And I'm like, I think if you can get good enough at like walking the fine line between like stressing yourself out over something and actively hindering yourself in your day-to-day life, like there's a balance to be struck, and I think I'm very good at that. Like I think I in general think that things will go well things will work out for me, because I think I prepare just enough to not entirely screw myself over on a day-to-day basis. Like I'll be like, oh, I need to get up, I need to wake up now. If there's traffic, I'll be like half an hour late, but there probably won't be traffic or something like that. Granted, I have no control over that, but it's like I don't do that every single day. But it's like the time I do it, it's like, well, there's not traffic more days than there are days with traffic. So I'm like, it's like kind of like a balancing thing. So I think it's part of it. It's like a judgment call.
Yeah,
to some degree. Granted, I have also like I've not like crazy amounts of money.
Granted,
but
I also have won the lottery.
I have won the lottery, yeah. Not
Yeah.
like the lottery, but like tickets and bets and stuff.
Yeah.
But once again, part of that is like a judgment call of I guess when you're making a bet, it's a judgment call. When it's lottery, it's literally just luck.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, oh, like one time I was like, I got at least $100 off like a random ticket, and then another time I was like, once again, this is complete chance, but I was like, I did it. We each got a ticket, and there was like, oh, somebody didn't want to do. So we each got a ticket, and then I'm like, hey, haha, just in case you have the winner, trade with me. And then I traded with like a family member, and then the one I got was the winner or something like that. And I got like $50 out of that one.
Yeah.
Bet that family member was pissed.
Yeah.
No, they were fine with it. They thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it's some cosmic force. Like it's like not like, oh, I can tap into the force. It's not like Star Wars or the universe or something like that. But I feel like it's like,
I mean, it's not like
You
Star
can get
Wars with
better-
their dumbass fucking Jedi
Yeah,
and their
you
fucking
can-
stupid ass Sith lords.
Yeah, like
reading the odds is a skill.
yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I feel like some people just think that luck is sort of like magnetism or something like that, where it's like people can have luck, like how in Fallout you literally have a luck stat. Like I think some people view luck as that, as like people are just naturally lucky, which I don't think is true. I think like say I won the lottery like the jackpot next like tomorrow. I don't think like say you pick a guy who already won the lottery and then went broke. Like if he buys another lottery ticket, I don't think that's somehow magically more
He's
likely
more likely to win.
Yeah,
he's already won. Yeah,
than some other person. So
Even if you look at a guy who has won the lottery multiple times, I don't think that they're luckier than they've gotten luckier than basically everyone else in existence.
Yeah.
But they aren't like there's nothing about them that's lucky.
Yeah.
Other than I would say
It's
when
just
people
random chance.
Yeah, when people win the lottery multiple times, it's usually because they are regular players.
Yeah, they play all the fucking time, and it's kind of like law of average. If you play more, you do have a slight. Obviously, if I play 0 lottery tickets, my chances of winning the lottery is 0. So,
I mean, there definitely have been people who have basically gotten through life just like completely by absolute bullshit.
true, but I think a lot of times that's an artificial force, and it's less like actual luck, where it's more like the system just working better for for certain people, especially like the rich and powerful. Like if you're born to a rich, powerful person, you are lucky that you were born. You didn't choose to be born there. So in that's the one case where I feel like people are lucky, but it's just like the one roll of the dice when you like basically your character creation or whatever.
You got. I'm like, again, you got lucky. You aren't lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you aren't lucky. It's you got lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I guess that's an interesting way of thinking about it. Yeah. Okay. Now that's just a quick sidebar.
Like, thinking about this makes me think of have either of you ever watched Salmonella?
No.
Is that a show, movie?
YouTube creator. He did a video on this one guy
who got struck by lightning 7 times.
A very early American who like was married into wealth and was by all accounts an absolute fucking idiot. But he kept on like doing like random bullshit. Like, someone convinced him to he just made some like wild investments that like should not have paid off. And then they ended up paying off for like some like random reason. Like he sent bed warmers or something like that to like a really hot place. Because basically somebody told him to, because they want him to go broke or something. And just effectively randomly the people there were like, yeah, you know what? These work really good for stirring like molasses or something, some kind of thing that they like, some kind of product that they made. And and he ended up making a shitload of money on. And it could be that he was really tapped into shit and like knew and just like was like the world's savviest investor. But the guy didn't know how to use punctuation. Like, at all.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you tally up someone's life after the fact, there are going to be people who lucky stuff happened to a lot more and unlucky stuff happened to a lot less, but I really just think that's like luck of the draw, you know?
Exactly.
It's
just getting incredibly lucky. Like,
those are the people who get written about.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what makes a story. Even if they're 0.001% of the population, those stories are gonna get talked and talked about, because
it only takes that there could have been like a very similar story up until like 10 people. This could happen to like 10 people, and then
probably
9 of them died or something like that. They all had heart attacks or whatever.
Or they did make the wrong investment. One of those,
and lost all their money.
One of those insane long shot investments, and it like made them go broke. Just like
one of like people who invested in
it has
some
nothing
of those,
to do with the person. It isn't like, it's just purely random chance.
You know what's interesting? I mean, this is about stocks. It just got me thinking, and then we can go away. But like, you know what's interesting is the
Disappear
Japanese
from existence.
the Japanese market never recover has yet to recover to the .com levels, and the
Oh yeah, they were an insane boom. at
yeah,
that
yeah.
point.
And the Italian market still hasn't gotten to 2008 levels. I found both of those facts interesting.
When did each of those happen?
So
I mean, I know in 2008, but
yeah,
The
.com was
the,
like
the
2000.
Italian markets. The Italian markets haven't gotten back to like 1600 levels probably.
Yeah.
what's wrong with them?
Italy's way past its golden age.
It's just the Romans when
Yeah.
they peaked.
Well, not the Romans, but
No. The Romans were sick.
like the peak of Venice's power. I mean,
Yeah,
Rome was pretty much the peak of, or maybe not the peak of Italy. I mean, like during like the height of papal power, the Pope was in Rome.
What's the term for like the
Positioned in
kingdom?
Italy.
The papacy? Palpacy?
Yeah.
Something like that? Yeah.
During the heights,
Palpatine.
during the heights of the papacy, and like there's a time when Venice was approximately as wealthy as any country.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so I guess unless anyone has anything else, I guess that's a wrap.
I would say we could talk about what we're gonna run next time for segments, but we barely came up with segments for this
We
episode.
barely knew what we were gonna
We
run
might
for
need
this
some
episode.
time.
I may run the one I was going to run. I gotta go back and like edit the parts where we were too edgelordy and like where we were
Oh,
you
yeah.
leave that in. I know for a fact we never said the N-word. And
Yeah,
so you can
That's
leave
the
it in.
metric?
Yeah, that's kind of that's a very low bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't like what I heard in the first minute of watching the Pepper video, so I'll probably do some editing.
All right.
Trimming.
Yeah, they might torture me with that later,
Fair.
because I have no idea what they're talking about when they reference videos that they made.
Our old YouTube
I honestly
videos.
have no idea what we're talking about.
It's gonna be a surprise to RJ too.
No, the Pepper video, the one where we ate hot
Oh yeah,
different
that pepper.
spicy
That
peppers.
was what did we say in that? That was. I mean, obviously you can't tell me right now.
It wasn't even that bad. I just said like children, ladies and like gentlemen and something. I said like something like I'm paraphrasing, but I said something like ladies and gentlemen, and then I just said two ethnicities as if it was like like a continuation of like ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, but instead of boys and girls, I just said two random ethnicities. Well, like I wasn't even insulting anyone or anything, but I just said ethnicities out of nowhere for no reason,
Yeah.
like it was a joke.
I mean, I would say there's lots of like
There's worse things you could have said,
Yeah,
there's way worse things you could have said.
but it doesn't really make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Not
really
a
make
joke.
sense. But I would not if I turned on a show and someone said that, I would be like, whoa.
Yeah.
I would have been like, what am I missing?
Like that's not even. Honestly, it's not even edgy. Like.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was being too sensitive. I've become.
I mean, I think it's
you were being
stupid.
Too sensitive. I think
it's all stupid. It's all stupid.
I think it's
That was the
stupid,
problem.
and maybe if you're maybe you know like anything theoretically anything could offend someone.
Yeah.
But realistically, I don't think this is going to hit. I don't think that would hit a lot of people's buttons.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I won't even edit it then. I'll just make sure there's no N words or FAG words.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one might be harder.
Yeah. Make sure there's nothing you wouldn't get like kicked out of the Oscars for saying.
Yeah.
Oscars are no fun to be at anyway, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Oh. How does everyone feel about
Playing through all of
Catching
Skyrim
up.
and talking about it.
Yeah. Not
was gonna say,
Skyrim,
catching
Bioshock
up-
Infinite, right?
I know,
Catching up-
but Skyrim is longer. hence it being a joke.
Catching up
What's the longest
on
game?
Divinity. Divinity is the longest game.
Oh, fuck Divinity.
yeah, Divinity.
Catch our Wednesday
No. There's absolutely, I guarantee you, some like
Yeah, I don't think
indie
that's
title
actually. Yeah.
that like
Yeah, I
or
don't.
like Euro Truck Simulator. You have to play through all the DLC.
Yeah.
So not
rather
only will
play
it take
FIFA.
forever, but it costs $10,000.
Yeah.
All right, what were you gonna say, RJ?
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
How do,
Can't stop touching my beard.
Do you guys?
I was gonna say, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm touching like my face. I'm trying to like mimic you. It's not the same. It's not as cool. I got nothing.
Like being
It's
had
not
to
nearly as
stroke the
distracting as
beard.
brushing your mustache.
I like, yeah, it's
Like,
like
I'm
the
like, I see it.
it's
I'm
like
like,
the
oh yeah,
Obi-Wan
people
thing.
brush their beard. That makes sense to me.
The both hands is very funny. Don't make that face. No, that's not what Obi-Wan does at all. Don't you love in
and
Revenge of the
obviously-
You
Sith?
did that, and
You-
you're worried. You did that, and you're worried about just like mentioning ethnicities.
Yeah, people
Don't
are
you-
touchy about that shit.
Don't you remember in Revenge of the Sith when
Have you
Grievous is
seen-
like General Kenobi, and then he just does that with his mouth?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
obviously you haven't seen. You obviously haven't seen the XXX parody of Star Wars.
Yes, deleted scenes.
Yeah. Oh,
the
How do we
director's
feel
cut.
about catching up on Spy X Family?
what the fuck
I've
is-
never
what?
seen an episode.
What does that mean?
I've just seen
it's a
memes.
hot-
It's anime,
It's
George.
the hot new anime.
Oh,
Is it
are
done?
you
It's currently relevant.
are
Is
you
it done?
are you talking
It's
about
not
like
done.
for the?
It's not done. There's only like 12 episodes out right now.
Oh, dope. Yeah, I could watch that. For the you're talking about for like the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could watch that.
Counterpoint. One Piece.
What?
Counterpoint.
That's a joke for RJ.
Well,
Yeah.
I hate One Piece, but the only I don't. I vaguely
I've
remember
I've
hating
heard
One Piece as a
is-
kid.
I've
Because whenever
heard
it was
One
on
Piece-
Cartoon Network, I would just change to Nickelodeon.
I've heard One Piece is very good from people whose opinions
You don't
I
trust?
have reasonable respect for,
Hmm.
and I will still never watch it because
The guy's creepy long arms.
I am not the kind of person who
Is
can
it up
just
to 1,000
watch an
now?
arc of a show.
Is
I
it
can't
up to
watch a
1,000
single
now?
arc. Yeah, it's disgusting. There's a disgusting amount of content for it.
Okay, yeah, that was the
Like,
joke,
oh.
George. That it is more
Yeah.
than 12
Yeah,
That's a
episodes.
joke.
Yeah, I knew that, but I was
It was-
vaguely aware of that.
we would have to watch
Same
it
with
day and
Naruto,
night.
right? It
I
doesn't.
be
guess it
able to
wasn't
finish it.
funny.
Naruto has a lot, but like One Piece is the like
One Piece isn't done yet.
One Piece
Also,
makes
doesn't
everything
Naruto
else.
have like a ton of spin-offs too?
That's true. If you include Boruto, even if you include Boruto,
not the
Naruto
same
doesn't
level.
come close to
Yeah.
One Piece. The only thing that would come close to One Piece and might even beat it is if you consider
EBZ
all
unabridged.
the Dragon Balls
Yeah.
to be the same series.
Yeah.
That
That might be
that's
a
the only
700 or
that's
something.
the only thing that would come close, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also,
Yeah, I
Saturday,
can watch
I
Saturday,
could be wrong.
Saturday Night Live probably comes closer. I mean,
Maybe.
if you watched all, it has to come close because it's
Yeah,
like
it has to come close because it's
yeah.
been on the air for like 50 years and it comes
Yeah.
out every week.
Yeah.
So it has to.
So let's watch
So it
every single
probably
season.
annihilates it. Actually, there's probably way more. There's probably more Saturday Night Live than almost anything.
The only difference is anime is relevant and SNL
Yeah,
isn't.
Yeah, the only difference
Yeah.
is RJ and I are weebs.
yeah,
Yeah, that too.
And George has seen a couple,
My lungs just
and
need a wheeze.
I'm
right now.
already caught up.
Mm-mm.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, like RJ's
So you
if-
guys have to catch up. I'm caught up and will continue to be caught up
I
because
got 2 weeks.
Talia and I watch it the day it drops.
Interesting.
At least for
Yeah, we could do that for
sub. I
But if
watch,
I hate it,
I
it's all
watch
your
the
fault.
day it drops sub.
interesting. I was gonna say
Right, so
something.
So you have to
but I
watch it
forgot.
subbed.
I have to watch it subbed.
No, I only watch
Yeah.
dubs.
No, let's get the mixed opinion. George watch dub, and I'll watch whatever I fucking feel like.
Yeah.
The problem is there's probably like 6 more episodes subbed than dubbed.
Oh yeah, we've got to make sure it's all out.
Interesting.
I mean, we don't have to make sure it's all out, but I would say we should be as up to date as possible, which would require us to watch subs or wait like a month or two.
All right.
Interesting.
Whose turn is it? Okay, so if we do this, whose turn is it to get to make the other people watch a show? Who gets to pick next?
I guess
I
picked.
George made everyone watch Obi-Wan, and I'm making everyone watch Spy Family.
Well, I had already seen Obi-Wan.
He had already seen Obi-Wan.
That's true.
Plus, I did Mario Strikers as the
that's true.
relevant thing first episode. So I feel like,
But we didn't have to
Obi-Wan.
play that.
That's true. I just sort of
Yeah.
gave my review.
We don't have to do another show. It's possible that
We don't all have to watch
2
it. We could
episodes
do
from now,
another.
there won't be a new
Maybe we can talk about this off the show.
Yeah, we're getting a little.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
getting
yeah,
a little
yeah,
too
yeah,
meta.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, we're getting way too meta right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for
All
anyone
right.
who stopped by, or if anyone sees this on YouTube, catch the show live on Twitch at 8 p.m. every other Thursday. And peace.